Yo, GamerNemy here. Welcome back to another introduction guide video where I talk about the archetype of a specific character, what makes them good in the game, and how you're supposed to use them. I'll talk about the strength and weaknesses and just give you an overall introduction of the character. If you're looking to get into a specific character, then yeah, this is what this introduction is all about. And for this section, we're taking a look at the newcomer and the most popular character in the game right now, REINA. Now, REINA is a very fun character to play. I've actually just picked her up like literally today, right? And I've been trying her, and dude, she is really fun. And she might look like a very complicated character at first, but she's actually very easy. She's very easy. I think she is actually the easiest Mishima amongst all the Mishimas, right? Devil Jin, Kazuya, Jin, in quotes, and Devil Jin. She has to be the easiest. Now, REINA's archetype is what I would describe as a hybrid character, right? She has the traditional Mishima stuff, right? Wave dash, wave. Can I just talk about how sick her wave dash is? Dude, she leaves a trail of lightning. How sick is that, dude? Like, bro, they went ham with this character. So she has the traditional Mishima stuff, right? Hellsweeps. She has Hellsweeps, She has the electric, as you guys saw earlier. Right, down forward 1, down forward 1, 2. She's a classic 1-1-2 punish. So she's a classic Mishima, but a hybrid at such. She has a ton of stances that all integrate all the things all together. Integrate all her mix-ups and her own Mishima stuff as well together. So she's a very interesting character. Quite difficult to explain in terms of archetypes, but a hybrid Mishima is the best way I would describe her. So with that said, she's very good at space control and mix-ups, right? She can get in your face with wave dash mix-ups, whilst also having her center stance that has mix-ups, right, with lows and strong mids as well. So I'll get a little bit deeper into those, but first I have to talk about her basic tools, right? Because basic tools, having good basic tools determines how strong you are in this game. And what I mean by basic tools is lows, punishment, grab game, combo damage, stuff like that. So let's talk about REINA in that aspect first. So in terms of punishment, her punishment is amazing. Like, it's good. It's really good. As a Mishima, you are expected to have good punishment, and REINA is no joke, right? She has 1-1-2. Not as strong as the other Mishimas because theirs all knockdown, right? But hers is not knocked down. Her being a stance character, it goes into her center stance. Alright, so 23 damage, really good. You can choose not to go into stance if you want, but you get more frame data by going into stance. And you will want to go into stance because she has some strong mix-up potential in this particular stance. She also has 1-2, another classic Mishima punish, which is really good. She also has, for 12 frame, she has Demon's Breath, Rip Hey. So Kuma and REINA inherit Heihachi's Demon's Breath, which is sick. 12 frame wall splatting punisher. She also has 2-2 whil for a 12 frame, which is amazing. This punish is sick. All this is natural, right? 12 frame, she has three 12 frame knockdown punishers. So as you can see, guys, her punishment is no joke, right? Her other 12 framer is 2 slide 1, right? Follow up with the Demon's Breath. And this is her max damage 12 frame punisher. But it's actually, the input is a bit difficult, 2 slide 1. So you have to expect, someone to throw out something at -12 for you to get this. But at the highest of level, I'm sure you're going to be seeing this as a punish. Pretty sick. For 13, she has down forward 1. Of course, being Heihachi's daughter, she inherits down forward 1-1, but not to the same extent. But she does have it. She has the mix-up with the down forward 1 +2. Down forward 1-2. Heihachi, of course, had 2 jabs, right? Down forward 1 into the boom or splat mid. But how she gets the headbutt, hit engager, 13 frame hit engager. Pretty sick. So you can use this as a mix-up to the high, right? Down forward 1-1 is high, so down forward 1-2. Really good. Even overall, just as a punisher, right? This is natural as well. So 13 frame punisher, hit engager, really strong. At 14, of course, she has an electric. Right? Being a Mishima, of course, she do get the electric. She does get perfect electric as well. So you can do some crazy stuff. with her electric, you know. Of course, I don't really main Mishimas. It's been a while since I've actually put time in a Mishima like this. Oh my god. So anyway, you can get like 3 electrics into hit smash, right? So she does have like big combos. So REINA mains are gonna go crazy. But overall, having an electric means it's just crazy, bro. You command the space, right? And for that matter, she has strong mids, so people won't just be ducking you. She has forward too. She's really, really strong. She has, you know, feint dash 3, which is a counter hit launcher. So this space is yours to command. An electric is very, very scary to challenge. It's so fast, it goes under highs. So having an electric is just a huge dab for REINA, man. Like, she just feels like a very, very good character. 15 frames, has a down forward 2. So she has an electric and a down forward 2 that launches. It does not launch crouchers, sorry. So she's the only Mishima that has this, right? A down forward 2 that launches standing opponents and an electric, right? So this is only unique to REINA herself. So, you know, she's come with her own kind of flip to the name of the Mishima, right? Which is pretty cool. It's good seeing something new, right? We do have a lot of Mishimas actually doing the same thing. So REINA brings something new to the table, which is actually something chilled. Outstanding punishment. So she has outstanding one outstanding 4/4. Traditional here Mishima Punisher. Although hers is not plus, unlike the others, you have to go into her new stance, Heaven's Wrath, which I'll talk about later, to be plus, right? So outstanding 4/4, pretty good. She has outstanding 1 for 13 frame, goes into Sentai, right? So have some good mix up from this. Can go low, can go mid if you want. So pretty good. As you can see, guys, they're enforcing you to always go into stance with REINA, right? She's meant to be used in her stances. As much as you love Mishimas like Devojin, Heihachi, Kazuya, you can't play Mishima traditionally like those Mishimas. You have to use your stance to get the most out of her. That's just how she's meant to be used. So if you don't like stance characters, then I'm afraid she's not that character for you. 15 frames, she has full crouch down forward 4, which is pretty good. And for like, you know, big dick launches, she has outstanding 1+2. Down forward 3, full crouch, down forward 3. As you can see, 20 frames, unless you want to like, you know, flex on people for like big punishment. So you have this, yeah, something like that. So her punishment is pretty good. I think you also have outstanding 3/4 for 15, but yeah, you won't really need to use this if you have this, right? Why get a knockdown when you can get a launch, right? So redundant in my opinion. So her punishment is top tier, no joke, pretty good. 14 frame launcher, 15 frame as well if you're not too good at electric. So she is a very good character when it comes to punishment. Now, REINA's biggest weakness, without a doubt, is her low game. She has really bad lows in the sense that they are very risky and they give you very little advantage on hit. For example, down back 2 is her go-to low. Reminiscence of Heihachi's down back 2, but as you can see, it's only -3, right? So you don't really get to continue your pressure after this. They can challenge you. Before you challenge them, they can move afterwards, you know, so not that great. And the worst part about this is the fact that this low is actually launch punishable on block, -15, as you can see. So this is something common you see with REINA, right? Most of her lows are very punishable. Her best low, in my opinion, is side step 4, right? It's actually, I think it's her only non-launch punishable low, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, only -13. Right, so 0 on hit, as you saw. So like I said, it's either it's launch punishable or it's very bad on hit. I mean, does not give you like frame data to continue your pressure. So this is 0, right, neutral. So people are gonna move after this, people are gonna challenge, right? So it's a mind game, not that great. She has Sentai 3+4, which is good in terms of frame data, but as you can see, guys, it's low high, so it can be ducked and it can be launched. But it's really good because in Sentai you have mids, right? So she has a mid 2, right? She has a mid 4, which knocks down, right? So it is good to say that you have mix-ups, right? But like being launch punishable is it's a huge risk. Of course, she has Hellsweeps, outstanding or Hellsweeps, leaves you full crouch. Of course, you can do Hellsweep 4 into outstanding 4, right? You can have the Hellsweep 2, which is +6 if you go into Sentai. If you don't go, it's -1 and has huge pushback, right? So like I said, guys, it's either launch punishable or has bad frame data, right? So this is launch punishable, but if you go into Sentai stance, Heaven's Wrath stance, you get +6, which is good, right? 4/4 is +2, leaves you to crouch, but again, it's a Hellsweep. So Hellsweeps are all launch punishable. So in terms of laws, REINA is not that. She is not her. I'm sorry, but REINA is not her when it comes to laws. So if you're playing REINA, you must come to the fact, you must agree, or you must consent to the fact that you will be a very risky character when it comes to your laws. Now, let's talk about the other aspect of REINA, which is her stance game. So, like I said, you are supposed to use REINA in stance mix-up. So, a lot of things transition into Sentai stance, which is a forward 3. So, like I showed you earlier, she has a low, she has a mid, which is I think +4 on block, which is pretty good if I do say so myself, right? She has a 2, nice safe check, pretty good. She has a power crash from this, which you probably use mostly as a combo ender, right? Like your combos. So overall, Sentai stance is like a mini mix-up stance. So for example, 1-1-2 goes into Sentai, down forward, you can also down forward 1 for into Sentai for what it's worth. Pretty good, right? Mix them up, so something from decking your 1, down forward 1-1. So Sentai stance is pretty good, not really complicated. She has other stances that are pretty niche, like back 3, is pretty niche. You can get like a hit engager from this. I don't like just covers space, not really that great, right? You won't really see many people using this, right, at high level. So not really worth talking about in my opinion. She has Heaven's Wrath, which is a pretty sick stance. And one thing you notice is that Heaven's Wrath can cancel into different stances. For example, it can go into her wave dash, right? So it can go like Hellsweeps from this. You can cancel to Sentai, right? So, for example, a Hellsweep, which I showed you guys earlier, which goes into Heaven's Wrath, right? Because it leaves so much space between you and the opponent, you have to go into Heaven's Wrath first to go into another wave dash, right? To continue the wave dash pressure. Something like this. Oh my god. Yeah, that's basically how you use the transition from Heaven's Wrath into the wave dash, right? You want to continue your Hellsweep pressure. So she has certain moves from this, right? Nothing too strong, right? But it is good. She has an unbreakable throw, which is the basis, the basis of the mix-up potential in this stance, is you have to duck this throw. So if you duck this, she has mids, right? She has safe mid hit engager. She has plus move, 3-4 from this, right? So yeah, it's pretty sick. And the scary thing about this stance is that in hit, it gets a low hit smash, right? And if you've seen my hit ability, my video explaining every character's hit, I did show you guys that it becomes a parry. Whilst in hit, it parries highs and mids, right? So boom. Yep, as you can see. So it becomes very scary whilst in hit. So like she can have inside pressure when she's in hit because of the fact that Heaven's Wrath becomes like a parry stance. So she can do like crazy stuff. For example, let's say forward 2, right? Transitions into Sentai. So forward 2 into 1+2. This goes into Heaven's Wrath. Now, since she has a parry whilst in hit, it's very difficult to challenge her. You can go low, but remember she has a high crash, so a low crash, 3-4, which goes over lows. So her pressure becomes ridiculous, whilst in hit. So that's basically how you're supposed to use this character. Now, one other aspect I'll explain is her hit mechanic. Now, her hit mechanic, in my opinion, is not very strong, but like I showed you earlier, her Heaven's Wrath becomes a parry. Right, this is basically her strongest suit about her stance or her hit mechanic. The other part of her hit mechanic is the fact that most of her taido moves, so her taido moves like 3+4, 4, right? 4, right? All these moves just get extensions, right? For example, all these are launch punishable. Sorry, minus 14. Sorry for my dog, guys. Very noisy bastard. 3 plus 4, for example, 3 plus 4, 4, minus 14. 3 plus 4, 3, 4, minus 14. But if you go into hit, it gets an extension and it becomes safe. So this is going to like throw your opponent's timing. But like I said, guys, not that strong of a hit mechanic. So that's basically how you use REINA, guys, right? Space control, stance, mix up pressure, right, with her sentai stance, and like wave dash pressure as well. You know, I forgot to speak about like a forward 3. So unlike Heihachi or Kazuya, guys, sorry for my dog, I am so sorry, he's so noisy. Like her forward 3 won't launch opponents, they just take her into hit, right? So this kills her mix-up potential. It's not as strong as, you know, Mishima games, right? So like I said, she's like a hybrid Mishima. She has aspects of a Mishima game that make her strong, but what makes her really strong is her stance mix-ups. So pretty good in my opinion, right? I can't say she's bad, I can't say she's one of the best characters in the game, but she's pretty freaking strong, right? Just having that ability to have space control with your electrics, right? Her jab pressure, 1-1-2 hit confirm, right? She actually has a nice fishing tool, which is misstep 3. Just like Kazuya, if you just press forward, she does like a misstep, right? So pretty good, you know, reminiscence of cars. So this is misstep 3, nice counter hit fisher. Oh my god. Apollo, I'm gonna beat the shit out of this dog. I'm just kidding, guys. I love my dog. Yeah, so her pressure is just, I don't know. She's a hybrid. She's pretty good. Pretty good. So I'm gonna be trying her out, honestly. I think I haven't found a female character to play this game, so I will pick up REINA and just see what she's capable of. So anyway, guys, that's basically how REINA must be used in this game. Hybrid Mishima, has aspects of a Mishima, but has Hella stance mixed up with her taido martial arts. So if you think REINA is your kind of character, then I do suggest picking her up, you know. Although the game is pretty new, it's only 2 weeks, so we'll see how the meta evolves and just verdict on how good she really is. So anyway, guys, if you made this far, please don't forget to hit that like button. I'll do introduction guides for every character in the game, so you do not want to miss that. And yeah, please do consider subscribing if you're new as well. So thank you guys, GG, and may the frame data be ever in your favor.